See, like here's the thing. I was like, no, I'm going to ignore it. I'm just going to like completely not pay attention to it. I don't care enough about Andy Pants. He's cringe. And then I saw this on Twitter. Somebody shared this exact image. And I was like, okay, I can't not. Like, how am I gonna, like, even just looking at it, I still, Andy Pants is kind of a fascinating specimen in this modern grifter ecosystem because nobody really, he kind of blew up by being kind of like synth, like very transgressive and very edgy and very mask off about just being kind of a shithead with no real opinions outside of like whatever he thinks is going to offend people. But nobody, like, he very quickly was revealed to be a grifter who's changes opinions over time. He doesn't really have a whole lot of logical consistency or basis for his beliefs. And because he immediately dipped so far into being an edgy boy, none of the other people who are still like kind of leading the charge on this shambling corpse of a movement, so people like Grums, people like Smash JT, nobody really wants to break bread with him. Nobody really wants to pay attention to him. And let me tell you, stuff like this is probably fucking why. Because he is just a perpetual embarrassment to himself and all of the ideas that he espouses. RCB Blazer, is that supposed to be Joel and Sarah from The Last of Us? No, but see, that's what happens when you have all of your assets made by AI generation and you have no creative vision at all. It just pulls shit from other shit. SEK20, director, ChatGPT, writer, ChatGPT, artist, ChatGPT. Let me actually see what the credits are like. Okay, chat, you're not getting that. Here's the credits. Here's the credits music that immediately started playing. That's incredible. Also, don't think I didn't notice him, like, trying to mythologize a little bit by saying 40 days, as in the biblical 40 days and 40 nights. Yeah, Jason Kelly, 40 days and 40 nights. Whoa! That's I'm gonna be real. There was a lot of stuff I was expecting, but I feel now that we've properly imbibed the spirit of Christ. We've partaken of the Holy Ghost. I think that's a really good way to start, actually, starting with the credits that are like, I'm a super Christian and I love Jesus, and I just want you to love Jesus too, because God is light and love, and Jesus wants a relationship with you, and we're just good old Christian boys, and Jesus loves you. And for what is essentially a game that is a limp propaganda piece aimed at being as needlessly cruel and petty to anybody who's not white, straight, or a dude. Like, just no notes. Perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better opening, honestly. I don't know if he has, we've watched a couple of his shitty videos before. So a couple of his videos, he does this Jesus thing, but he is so weirdly cruel about it. He is the ultimate example of somebody who very clearly, like, he might go to church, but he's never actually sat down and, like, read the Bible or read theology or read any of the philosophers that talk about the ideas within. And he just really sees it as a license to validate his, like, petty grudges against mostly queer people. But, like, also he has weird beef with, very obviously, weird beef with black people and, like, quadriplegic people. Like, he has a running bit on his channel, by the way, that is, like, oh, they're going to make Master Chief a fat black woman in a wheelchair. And it's like, what? When you conflate all of those things, it just makes it so much more obvious that you see all of those things. There's something wrong with all of those things, like in a moral sense. That you see, for some reason, somebody in a wheelchair, somebody being black, somebody being a lesbian, as like this moral failing. Like he conflates them, and it's so, Anyway. All right, give me a second. Can I? Of course I cannot pause it. Dog. ITF. Look at that shitty fucking AI generated one-seat car. Female officer cat motivate them. We have a thing. I'm fucking Oh, cause he's a Chad. Yeah, no, he's abducting a child in a school bus in the middle of the desert, and he's apparently the good guy. That's not how you spell sweetie. It's spelled with an I-E, you fucking ding-dong. If they catch you, you will be injected with estrogen until you start thinking the show New Girl is funny. Is that a preoccupation that, like, dorks have? That you're effeminate if you like New Girl? That is such a bizarre... Awesome Stella asking, what is New Girl? It's an ensemble Fox, like, comedy sitcom from, like, a decade ago. When did New Girl end? It was, like, 8 years ago. What a weird thing to hold on to. Oh, God. Oh, this is ass, bro. The gay what the fuck are those? I love how the perspective is entirely different for the... Oh, look at that, like, radio static ass background that's speeding by. It's STD? What the fuck? Yeah, no, this does look like when he said this was made in 40 days, I believe it. I believe it. Dad, look out, they're shooting STDs at us. Oh, I can't shoot behind me. Cool, great. Because I have to go down where I can't dodge their fucking bullets. Great. Well, just... I can't shoot ahead of me either. What the fuck, dude? Deploy the Discord mod? What? Oh my god! God damn it. Oh, fucking... The mark of great game design? When he played his own game and was like... Nah, I'll put a skip in. This is a game for hardcore game. Yeah, I just want to fucking... I do not care that much. I got this job because I'm a black lesbian. I don't even know what these blinky lights do. It's okay, Soul Sister. You know what's more important than either of our lives? Diversity. I sure as hell ain't dying with no white man with his dick chopped off. You know how people talk. Hassan Piker told me nobody is free until everyone is tea. Oh, fucking title drop. Yep, late title card, dude. Put it on the Giant Bomb wiki. And Andy Pants Productions. It certainly is. Yep, reusing the same thing from the very beginning. Emphasis on the child isn't weird at all.
One of the bloodiest in human history, with total casualties estimated to be between 2 and 15 million people. The subjugation of the Khwarezmian lands provided a base for the Mongols' later assaults on Georgia and the rest of Persia.
What? Chad, can I help you? I saw somebody just say that this is like the Turner Diaries, and kinda, yeah. Like it very much has the exact same tenor of a incredibly diluted paranoid fantasy where just looking at it feels like watching such an extreme parody, but it is played so incredibly straight that the person who made this sincerely sees, like, it's obviously played to extremity, but sincerely sees himself as this kind of role, and sincerely sees people like him, the kind of person who would go on the run abducting their own child in a very weird, clearly abusive situation in a school bus, which is, like, I feel there's some explanation needed there, as like a heroic, morally correct thing to do, to wage this vigilante war on police or whatever, which, by the way, they wouldn't do if the police weren't, like, just gay or something. Why does the Chad portrait look like he's in despair? You would be in despair too if you were an asset in this fucking grand masterwork of a game. Can I not? Oh, that was this, like, 40, 50-year-old man's desktop with the anime AI waifus. That's, yep, just clipping through shit. This is, like, this should be taken off of sale just because, like, this is not a product that was ready for consumption. I love the completely differing art styles for the kid walking. Watch when he stops and turns around. Totally different. Great. Furious cat mom. Babies belong in the dumpster. See, it's this kind of thing. Gay, black, Jewish dads for Christ. Weird to throw black... See, again, like, black and Jewish, I understand that you have a weird hang-up, Andy, about gay people being, like, morally degenerate or whatever, but when you throw black and Jewish people in there, kind of seems like you hold all those things on a continuum. Kind of seems like you're fucking racist, my dude. Furious cat mom. Babies... Heterosexual marriage is hateful, racist, and xenophobic. You know, like we all believe. Another alt-right Trump-supporting chud. If a man would ever touch me, I hope I get pregnant so I can kill it. Again, it's fascinating. What we have here is like a specimen in a jar. That we can watch him in his ideal habitat. This is truly what? If he could go through life without the repercussions... And live as just the super cool, virile, badass Chad that he clearly thinks he is, he would go say this to people. But he can't. He can't say this shit without his shit getting pushed in on the street, and he knows that, so he has to create this... I don't want to call it elaborate because it looks pretty constrained, but he has to create this literal fantasy world to enact this bizarre, like, narrative of his, so that he can tell a lesbian cat mom or whatever the fuck, so that he can have the words, do you understand that you and all of your terrible ideas will die with you? If you never have children, how will your legacy live on? So he can just regurgitate all this shit that he's got on 4chan that forms the basis of what he thinks is an identity. Sending a message about owning the chuds before I die. You know how people talk and think. All right, let's talk to this. Yep, nothing weird. Oh, yep. I'm... Seriously? Okay, no. I was stuck on... Not a good look, Andy. Yeah, let's... Can I not? Oh. That sure is a character portrait. When I turn 7, they can turn me into a girl. Based on my brain barely developed at all, that seems like a good idea. Gay, Arab, tranny lives matter. They do. They do. I'm glad he at least knows that. Let's clip into this classroom and see. What are they teaching in black lesbian class, it looks like. All right, what do we... There. Oh, God. Look at these... Silent Hill abominations stapled to these chairs. What in... Holy Jehoshaphat. Can I can't... They didn't. I don't know. He must. That must be. That's coming in the later version, y'all. That's coming in the update. Phantom Liberty, Chad versus the gay Nazis. Phantom Liberty is you're gonna be able to talk to those people. Oh, good. Another entirely different art style for a character portrait. You love to see it. Be queer, strike fear. Andy, it's pretty clear you're afraid of gay people already. But thank you for giving me a kick-ass t-shirt slogan too. Yeah, no, Andy, you made a game where you go kidnap a child and then also spend apparently the first section of it just wandering around as an adult man talking to small children. And you have the temerity to be like, yeah, no, these gay people, they're the weird ones. 2 of 10 messes, 50% social credit. Apparently the morning announcements in the future are just going to be Muslim prayers. Inshallah, children. At the end of the day, this is really just about killing white people, destroying Christianity, and hating Western culture. Buddy, white people have no culture. I don't think people really say that. But white people very obviously have a culture. For example, New Girl. I made a thing earlier. Linkin Park. Huh? White people? Like, let's be real. Let's throw it out here for a minute. White people done some pretty bad things. But on the other hand, Bionicles. Dexter's Laboratory. Linkin Park. Green Day. Huh? Come on. White people, at one point, the British Empire enslaved most of the globe, and they still ate food that was just like mashed potatoes on a piece of bread with no salts or spices. But we've done some stuff too. He just keeps asserting these things as if they are well-held and understood far-right or right-wing beliefs. Like the New Girl thing at the beginning where he was like, oh, estrogen makes people like New Girl. But now we all know that racism pretty much ended in the 1980s. We? Brother, you got a mouse in your pocket? Who's fucking we? There's just so many things that would disagree with the fact that we ended racism. Were we ending racism when the CIA was funneling crack cocaine into predominantly black neighborhoods and then enacting mandatory sentencing laws on top of that? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? All right, what does this child say? Oh, this is just an actual girl, I guess. So, okay, it's just the same. It's just kid number 2, and they're just phasing in and out of walls. Like fucking Kitty Pryde over here. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize we were at Xavier's school. Gay furry pedophile Nazi. Is that supposed to be a child or a teacher? Cruise control. Maybe he should have taken 41 days. You know, I think that was a good idea. It does not elude me that the person who said that racism ended in the 80s, also that character opened with a Muslim prayer and a screed about ending white culture and shit. Okay, gay free pedophile Nazi. The Trump administration wants to round all gay people up in camps. Who is Trump? He's a politician that exists in a universe that's not the universe of this game. Isn't this supposed to be in the future? I've never seen anyone on the right support the idea of rounding gay people in camps. What I have seen is them simply asking you not to sexually molest children. Dude. I'm not even going to read that. You're fucking sick, dude. You can do whatever literally you want in your private life. And it's like, okay, you're... No, because people do what they want in their private lives, and then weirdo freaks like you get so fixated on people's private lives and their private belief systems that conflict with yours that you make bizarre fantasies like this. I will fucking end your life, you freak. Trans rights are human rights. Wrong. You don't have the right to get near my kid. Otherwise, I will end your life. See, this is, again, I can just picture him just like fucking, flexing his limp muscles as much as he can as he's typing this in, being like, yeah, this will show him. I'll look like a totally normal, stable person making this game where I have elaborate fantasies about other people's weird sexual fantasies and depicting other people as pedophiles. Again, in this game that is about, so far, a grown-ass man wandering around a school and talking to children. That's what this game is. Are you Lainey's dad? She is so cool. Okay, that's a different. Black, gay, Jewish, hedgehog lives matter? Hey! Don't talk about Shadow that way. Oh, no. Okay, I was going to go talk to that kid, but no, he's in a different existence right now. Oh, there he is. No, okay, well. It's just the same fucking kid. Cool. I am sure this black man will not at all be a stereotype in this game made by a dude who thinks racism ended in the 80s, apparently. Mighty Queef. I resent white people despite them funding me. If a black person goes to jail, it's because the system is rigged against them, but if a white person goes to jail, it's justice. Again, things that nobody believes or says. That again, he has to assert these insane fantasies that are so detached from anything an actual person on the left, even the center left, even the liberals that he is so obviously fucking petrified in fear of. He has to detach from reality anything they might say so that it looks more reasonable by comparison for his self-insert character to go around threatening to murder people. And having that be like the reasonable guy, the normal thing to do. It's like, I think you're just a fucking weirdo, guy. Data is racist. Charts are racist. I know for a fact bar graphs are in fact. What? You've been trying to keep the black man down for 400 years. How much do you think he actually knows about the history of race in America? How much do you think he knows what redlining is? Or do you think he just thinks it's like an anime? Like, do you think he understands the basis of the American police system as slave catchers? Do you think he understands the interrelatedness of things like the aforementioned crack epidemic, things like the privatization of security and prison complexes? Somehow I kind of don't think he ever does or will. Willfully, by the way. If he did understand those things, if he ever made an attempt to understand them, he would feel so fucking stupid. That's, again, considering the idea he's able to like self-reflect or introspect in any way. Apparently this school is just a gallery of people he can prop up to be strawmen of why he dislikes leftists. Ton of based black people agree with I'm not. This is like saying I'm not transphobic. Brianna Wu agrees with me. It's like I'm not racist. Actually, Myron Gaines and Candace Owens say the exact same thing, and it's like, yeah, they benefit from those same systems of race. By the way, they benefit by you being able to go and like, look, see, this is one of the good ones. Which again, another thing that has been happening since forever. There's always been white motherfuckers like this that'll be like, no, actually, there's a black guy down the street who completely agrees with me. And I think this civil rights thing is going too far. As a privileged white male, you should understand that we can't have equality in a world with you in it. Literally, nobody's ever talked like this. I'm a janitor. When does that white privilege kick in? Very funny. You've clearly got a long way to go in doing the work to check your privilege and repent of your own white supremacy. As your manager, I'm deducting 200 social credit for transphobia for doing absolutely nothing. Okay, sure. Look at how fucking fuzzy the sprites are. Like nothing is in the proper resolution. Oh, it all just, like, look at how tiny some of these assets are compared to this fucking what Ben Shapiro might call a bear of a man. As a deep cut Ben Shapiro joke. Okay, here's I can talk to you. Brother. I'm helping to end injustice. All right, let me do a basement dwelling Redditor. Okay. I'm helping to end injustice online. We live under the tyranny of white supremacy. America is a racist nation. I apologize for being white constantly. Again, with the racism was pretty much over. This is a weird... Here we go. Okay. Dog, dude. Racism was pretty much over in America by the 1980s. This is why we have incredibly popular movies and video games starring black people and popular black athletes. Michael Jordan, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. This reads like a... This certainly does read like a list of black people a 40 or 50-year-old knows. Oprah, Blade, The Walking Dead game, Barrett, Augusta. What fucking... Just going into a fucking old folks home and asking them, quick, name a black person. One of them will go, Oprah. Another one will go, Blade. Fucking what? What is that fucking list, my dude? I can't wait to be a trans sex worker like teacher one day. What is wrong with your fucking name, dude? Or name. What is wrong with your fucking brain, dude? So when does the game start? Yeah, no, this is like, do not tell me I'm fucking stuck after. Dog. Can I not? Wiggle away from me. Are you fucking kidding me with this game? I got fucking soft menu. Yeah. I'm Cuddles, the heckin' social credit doggo. Brother, I don't think you can be making fun of internet atheists on Reddit when you're unironically calling things heckin' doggos. How do you... Did you not put a fucking menu on this thing? Talk to Joe next to the cafeteria. I would fucking love to. Except there's not a quit button. There's not a save or anything. What the fuck? Is this just hell? Oh my god. Okay. All right, so lesson learned: don't talk to children. You'd think that was a lesson Andy Pants would already. That's something most of us already know, but he done made a whole game about it. Let's talk to. I'm sure nothing racist or weird will be said by this person. BLM teacher activist with a AI sign that says "Kill White." Do other lives not matter? Great. Tell that to the next black man gunned down in the street by police. Yeah, that shit happens, bucko. You know more black babies are aborted. Imaginary oppression of black people by police. I could lose custody of my kids again. What's going on with this? Caster, tools from the office. What? I skipped over that too much, but he just dropped the fucking F slur, like... What? Hey, yo? What the fuck? Like, did that literally just slip out when he was writing the script for the game that he couldn't keep it in? Does he have some, like, bizarre form of verbal Tourette's that manifests itself? You picked up your tools. Let's get weird. Man, this is already weird. I don't know. I forgot. Where am I going? Am I going... Okay, I need to check my objectives. Room 26. Yeah, we need to go. We'll deal with that in a minute. That's a lot. There's a lot going on out there. I do love the juxtaposition of him being like, I'm obviously not a hateful person. Jesus loves you. This I know. And then just randomly springing slurs everywhere in his fucking game. The United Diverse States of America adopted the Hate Speech Act. This act would make any acts of hate speech punishable by law by the UDSA government. Criticizing a government employee, owning or reading a Bible. Oh, he saw Disciples in the Moonlight and was like, yes, I can make something real out of that. There's so much going on here. Then get to work on that caster. What the fuck is that? The fuck? Oh, he put a Flappy Bird section in here. Can I? Oh, no. Gay bad. Oh, caster. He's doing Cyberpunk stuff all of a sudden for some fucking reason. Great. That was awesome collision detection, bucko. Degeneracy, what the fuck? Again, this is a game that opened with him having like anime waifus and shit on his computer. But oh yeah, degeneracy. What are the anime waifus? Oh my god, I didn't even hit it. You fucking... Why does fixing casters? Because caster is his dumb cyberpunk name for computers. What? Okay, flashback time. Daddy, can we play Princess versus Ninja one more time? Sure, Nugget. Kindap? What? That's not how you spell mommies or daddies. You don't have an apostrophe. Pro, you know you're my favorite gringo, but what is up with liberal white people hating themselves? Y'all be hating yourselves. You know how people do. I ain't complaining because the gay Nazis gave me cushy job because I was brown, but it's some bullshit, let's be honest. It didn't always used to be like this. Fucking bold to say when people like this are literally workplaces are being raided and they're being shipped off regardless of who they are to fucking prisons. Okay, yeah, this one looks easier than the last one. Yeah. Only Simps isn't even a good fucking pun. Can I just... Oh my god, I can. You can just go out of bounds over the entire thing. Oh my god, dude. You can just go out of it. I can't fucking even. An Andy Pants Games Productions. Did I go over the... No. Oh no, did I go too far out? Chat, no. I went too far. I flew too close to the Andy Pants sun. Let's go. Again, no serious... the map thing is... Like, no serious trans person, queer person, any kind of activist will ever defend maps. The only people who defend the term maps are maps are pedophiles. It's an entirely illegitimate fucking term, and it has been astroturfed into the... Like, people like Andy Pants have done more to legitimize the idea of pedophilia, the idea of maps, than trans people, queer people, gay people ever fucking have. Because where trans people saw that shit immediately and went, nope, you are not part of our fucking community. People like him constantly tried to tether the two together and gave legitimacy to these fucking unhinged weirdos. Yeah, it literally started as a 4chan troll too. Yeah, I think it was 8chan. Pastor Diddler, Christ, and he's wondering why this game is getting like delisted. Also, fucking hysterical to be like, yeah, no, the gay pastors are gonna touch the kids. It's like, brother, I don't. Again, I kind of feel like you're not really staying in touch with the church scene, because it's kind of been a problem with the straight ones forever. Jesus references the righteous destruction of Sodom for having gay butt sex. You know, like a normal Christian talks. Let's look up Matthew 11. And you, Capernaum, will be lifted up to heaven. No, you will be brought down to Hades. For if the miracles that were performed in you had been performed in Sodom, it would have remained to this day. That's not. That is literally references the destruction of Sodom for having. That's not what it's talking about, you fucking moron. Exactly, Snood. That's not the sin of Sodom. It was rejecting travelers. It was inhospitality. And yeah, trying to assault the angels. Hey, plus 50 social credit. Cuck man. They told me if I injected myself with 500 of estrogen every day, it would get me more viewers on YouTube. So is this supposed to be, who's this supposed to be? I'll do literally anything to chase an audience and get tits. Inject myself with estrogen, go to Pride Parade, say Delta Force 2025 is good. Didn't multiple, is this supposed to be Act Man? Multiple companies pay you off to give good reviews of games like Payday 3. So he's saying Act Man would take 500 milliliters of estrogen. That's too much. Again, they just have no idea how like this shit works. Look at a little Satan fountain. That's cute. Am I dog? Get me. No. No. Stop it. Trapping me in the. Ugh. He's totally not mad, bro. He's totally not mad. Please, whatever you do, don't say he's mad. Pasan Hiker. Haha, Andy Pants is obviously closeted and gay. Yeah, no, that's... Why would anybody think that in this game where you're like constantly talking about trans people's tits and dicks and constantly sexualizing them and talking about sex work and them putting makeup on and taking estrogen? Why would anybody assume that? Oh, no, please, nobody say I'm mad. You fucking human corn cob. Isn't he married with like 2 kids? See, that's just a lifelong, dedicated, elaborate cover for an obviously gay man. This has never happened before. Famously, no gay man has ever been married and had multiple kids before and come out later in life. Andy, it's okay. Be open with yourself, buddy. This is a safe space. This is a safe space. No judgment here. I mean, look, you made this game, so there's a little bit. There's a lot of judgment. There is judgment here, but not for that, you know? Dude. Red face, veins popping, shitting himself. No, it's straight up. This is him telling off Hassan. What? No, what seems more likely is that you're fucking gay. Like he wants to call other people weird freaks. He had to AI generate a 6-year-old child with lipstick. And like, it wasn't just a one-off. He has put this kid all over the fucking map. He wanted to make sure that whoever played this saw this. Oh, God damn it. Go, let me out, you little shit. Ah. He's like the fucking gray children from Silent Hill 1. All right. Look at these dog shit. What? No, I'm not even stuck on it. Clip into this tree. God damn it, Andy. Hey, bro, we done with all the stuff for the parade? There's going to be a pride parade. There's going to be a pride parade. Want to get near kids. Isn't freedom and liberty what America's all about? In the 2020s, we were forced to celebrate it. Yep, that sure is a reflection of the world happening right now. God, I fucking wish, dude. Destiny Charisma Smith. Down with the white man, down with tyrants. Why I call yourself Nazis? It's because the blind, thoughtless devotion of Hitler followers is something we want to copy. My brother. My dude. Oh no! It's because YouTube is actually based free speech. Incredible. Incredible. Jesus Christ, dude. Praise the maker, she is merciful. Program sponsored by the maker to identify 10-year-olds who show potential as sex workers I love that he's like sex workers, strippers, and dude. I'm sorry. He just showed what are they clearly don't look like it, but what are supposed to be 10-year-old strippers? Again, my dude. You control the buttons you press when you make the fucking game, dude. You're the one making these elaborate, bizarre fucking fantasies. There's something about this sprite art that actually looks like a 90s, like, text-based adventure game that I kind of actually like. The rest of it is, oh, rad, cool. Oh, see, no, he's such a badass Chad. He's gonna fight the Nazi robot. Fear not, the maker will treat your daughter well. This is fucking unhinged, dude. Terminator and Braveheart, huh? The Terminator and Braveheart, like, that's actually fucking sad, dude. The most gameplay this thing has had is just mopping. Your history of homophobia? Yeah, like, you're unfit to be a fucking father, dude. I haven't posted anything on social media in 2 years. Yeah, okay. Look at the shitty face he had to, like, put onto the white. Oh, the music. Oh, look at ah! Someone else in chat said this earlier, but I think it's hilarious that his self-insert is also divorced and doesn't have custody. Makes you think. Makes you think. I mean, if there's one thing you can't say, it's that he's not putting aspects of himself into his art. Huh, let's have a peek. Yeah, let's... I moved to your Twitch chat. Thank you for 100 bits, Screw Bucket. I'm like dying squirt. Name of Rain, thank you for $10. Thank you so much. This is like a fever dream where you take too much Sudafed. This would be bonkers on like edibles. I don't like that it came to this. What the fuck, dude? Wait, was that what that was in the background? I was looking at the chat. What just happened? People in the chat are talking about something. He had AI-generated CP in the background? Dude, how the fuck did you put this out? And he has spent the last, like, week being like, yeah, the woke, they want to censor my game. It's like, no, it's because you're a fucking sociopath, bro. Are they not gonna? No. We're just gonna act like they're intimidating me, but they're just gonna stand there while I get away. Right, the only actual shooting gameplay he did where these cop cars are bigger than a fucking school bus. Rainbow-colored cop lights, unfortunately, very campy, very cunty. I think that's very funny. How is he suddenly muscular? Ah, you don't understand. This is how conservative chads operate. They activate like a sleeper, like a division agent. Yeah, check this dude's hard drive immediately. Artificial insemination lab. He had to fucking Photoshop the head onto there. Every left. Think about it. Envy was Satan's sin in the garden, and envy is the foundation of every communist, every progressive, and every leftist movement. Oh, brother. Is that supposed to be like Hillary? Who the fuck is that? White people are evil. What? What? Fucking... Dude, what is wrong with your fucking brain? What? This is so unfucking hinged. Cool, another slip. Oh, this is like a worse Super C. What is... I get... Is that... Look at the shitty blood effect that's not even pixelated. I like the gay rockets. That's a fun touch. I like there's the Church of Enbies, then there's the... I can't even shoot in a... If you're wondering why he's jittering like this, it's because I'm shooting in one direction while also moving, and there's no animation to do that. All right, we're gonna... at least I can fucking... Oh, and I get caught up on the environment. Rad. Super cool. God, you were so fucking unhinged, Andy. Like, get fucking help, dude. Genuine. Oh, great. I love that it catches me up on the... it catches me up on the fucking... I love not being able to see where the things are coming at until they're almost hitting me. Because the screen is too zoomed out. This is such a cool and awesome game you've made. This will show the libs how based and awesome and normal you are. Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ, what the shit? There we go, black, overweight, disabled, lesbian, girl boss. What the fuck did I... I can't stop playing or I'll die! Oh! Invincibility activated. That's like a fucking Gundam chess piece. I'm sorry, this is camp. It was just a grift. Hilarious. Awesome, dude. Because that's what the entire thing is. The entire thing was just an excuse to show him as the Chad shooting a queer person in the head. Like, that's all this was. And then he wants to turn around and be like, why won't they let me, fucking... Also, when the fuck does when did the tornado and all that shit happen? Honestly, it's fucking... I have played some shit in my day. This is... Okay, so that happened afterwards, I guess. Oh, no. All this for an hour? Well, we've been playing this for almost 2 hours. But more importantly, if you strip away the fact that I kept pausing to talk about how ridiculous and dumb his shit is, there's like... Calling it content is generous, but there's like 5 minutes of shit in this game. This is... No, dude. For those who missed it, he said, this game is dedicated to my daughter, Margot. You depicted the daughter character in this game as a 10-year-old stripper. And you dedicated that to your daughter? The daughter in this game, you had a character that was going to marry her and said they wanted to, what the fuck was it, taste her goods? You dedicated that to your daughter. Completely separate from the ridiculous, over the top, like it loops back around to becoming, it is camp. It is fucking parody. It is very funny to look at all of these weird paranoias and manias that he obviously has. But underneath it all is something intensely worrying. And I'm not even talking, like, okay, on one hand, the bizarre, violent fantasies he obviously has, yeah, go right to jail. Like, he wants to try and make it seem like, oh, he's just a reasonable, normal guy. But, like, dude, you spent 40 days, apparently. Could have fooled me. But you spent 40 days making a game essentially about how you want to call queer people slurs, while also saying you're not hateful, while also saying that Christ is so cool and thank God for letting me make this and all glory to him, while also being a violent revenge fantasy. That on its own, again, very, very Turner Diaries, right? Like this future dystopia where the white man is on the run. Like, very fucking stupid. But then the additional layer of you actually apparently... Like, if you would have said, like, oh, Andy Pants has, 2 kids. whatever. I guess he does. He talked in the Hassan Piker thing. I think it is weird, the preoccupation he obviously has with, like, the pedophilia, with envisioning these bizarre, intricate fantasies about pedophiles and stuff. But then to base a character around your child and try and depict it as this, like, oh, it's just a sweet, loving thing, when the character you based on your kid, you show on a stripper pole at 10 years old? Like, what is fucking wrong with your goddamn brain, dude? What is actually fucking wrong with you? Man. I don't even know what to say. I feel like I don't even need to say anything else on top of it. Like, this is just the kind of thing that it examines itself. Yeah, check this man's PC. Fucking hello, FBI.